Peace, everyone. Yeah, it's been kind of like a strange day today. I was chatting to this young guy. He's training me with us at work at the minute. We're talking and all of that. He was telling me about a bit of his schooling and how he felt about it when he was at school and all of that. And we got on the subject of religion. And he was like, yeah, I didn't get on with my religious studies teacher. I ended up having to cuss her out because she started to make fun of my religion. I was like, oh yeah. He goes, yeah. He goes, because I'm a Wiccan. Caught me totally by surprise. You don't bump into one of them every day. I was like, you what? What did you just say? He goes, oh, I'm a Wiccan. He looked at me with this startled look on his face. You know what I mean? It's because I laughed and I was like a bit taken aback, and he probably thought I was going to come out with something, I don't know, negative or whatever, and it's like he had this like look as if he didn't know what to do next, type thing. But I was pleasantly surprised. You know what I mean? It's good to meet interesting people, with different philosophies on life and stuff. And I was like, okay, Wiccan. I goes, how did you get into that then? And he was like, oh, basically, it's my mom. My mom's like Wiccan, into Wiccan and all of that. And he goes, and it's only now, since I'm like getting slightly older, I'm starting to take an interest into what she was a part of, type thing. He goes, I don't know too much about it, but I'm starting to like read up on it, like, and a couple of like my elder relatives from her side of the family are Wiccans too, so I'm starting to like, get a little bit of knowledge of it, like. And I was like, yeah, man. I goes, good on you. I goes, yeah. I goes, keep it up, mate. Keep it up. Everyone has their own path. You know what I mean? That put him at ease. And he started to open up a bit more about it now. And like, it goes to him, it goes, so what's the crack then? I mean, I don't know. Regarding burials and stuff. So how'd you go about that? And it's like, oh, they're laid out naked, type thing. And I goes, okay, all right, cool. I goes, any of them like wrapped up in linen or anything like that sometimes? And he goes, yeah, sometimes like. I goes, so what happens next then? I goes, what, you just put them in the ground and like that? And he goes, yeah, put them in the ground and, they dissolve into the earth and all that. More natural than being enclosed in a box type thing. I was like, yeah, I get it, yeah. You're the earth at the end of the day. I goes, you put any like memorial up on the gravesite or anything like that? And he goes, nah, nothing. Nah, say a few hymns and whatever, blah, 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 and that's it. I goes, you plant a tree? And, nature and all that? Bush or whatever? He goes, yeah, I think they do sometimes, blah, blah. I was like, okay, no, so I was fascinated. He fascinated me. I go, so Wiccan, it's like, that's kind of like witchcraft and stuff, I take it? Do spells and all of that? He goes, yeah. Do a few spells. He goes, I've just started to like do spells and some candle magic and whatnot. Some like protection spells and what have you. I was like, go on. I goes, yeah, I was fascinated, mate. I was fascinated with it. Yeah, I think that what's her name? Is it J.K. Rowlinson, the author of Harry Potter, the Harry Potter franchise books? I think she's part of a coven, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure she's a witch. Or whatever they're called in the coven. I take it that they're called witches. I don't know too much about it. I'm gonna have to get a few books on it and try and bump into some people that are part of covens to get to know a little bit more about it. All that stuff fascinates me. All the older pagan worship that they used to do in this country in Europe and stuff before Christianity came in and basically tortured people out of it, you know, and gave them a bad name of devil worship and all the crap, you know, that was done, you know. But I know the British Isles was quite deep into Druidism by the time the Romans came. I think people, well, the Druids from Europe used to come over to Britain and the British Isles to learn more, because I think it was like the place for Druidism, from what I've researched on it. Like, yeah, very interesting, man. I think they had 3 degrees, and I think the last degree, the initiation, had to go out into a boat, out into the sea, like, and put themselves in like basically a life or death situation. So some of them didn't make it, you know. There's like a long study of knowing all the herbs and how to make potions for healing and whatnot, and everything was like obviously oral tradition, so that's have brilliant memories. It's like 20 odd years or something like that, just to get to the 2nd degree, if I'm not mistaken. So it was like a long teaching, man. It was deep. Yeah, Druidism. I know there's Druids today that carry on a tradition, you know, but I don't know how exact it is to like the proper olden times. You know, I was watching this dude on TV, well, not TV, YouTube, and it's part of this you know, Druid society type thing, and he was sitting down, and one of the things that you have to do, I think you have to learn an instrument. I think you got the choice of learning a flute or something else or whatever. So he's playing the flute and then telling a little folklorish tale from Druidism. I thought it was kind of cool, really. Yeah, I might have to contact them and get a little bit more information, because I live here. I'm from England. I like to know, you know, the old ways, what makes the place tick, or what made it tick in ancient times. You know, I wanna see if them old teachings are still alive. If it's still, you know, the true to the origins of it, type thing. All that stuff interests me. But yeah, the man said he was a Wiccan. I tell you what, talking with him today, he's only a young guy, 19. I had a really good conversation with him. The man held a conversation way better than normal middle-aged people. You know what I mean? He's a very studious young guy. It just shows you, you know, when you focus on stuff and you take time to absorb concepts and stuff, you can just speak for a long time, because you understand things and you don't run out of things to say. Do you get what I mean? Because you're not shallow. You know, I was very impressed by him, to be quite honest. Yeah, it's good, man. It's good to talk to some people, you know, because you never know who's who. You never know who knows what. It's like they say, don't judge books by the cover, type thing. But yeah, yeah, it was good today. A Wiccan, you know. Wow. Yeah, remember that Wicker Man? That movie? The mama got bun up at the end. That massive Wicker Man. In fact, they locked him in. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't like to get caught up in that type of stuff. Did they do that? Was that a real thing? Did they used to sacrifice people like that? They probably did. I don't know. Strange things used to happen in ancient times, isn't it? They probably did. But yeah. Yeah. It's like they say, it's good to talk, isn't it? Good to talk to people, man. Get to know people. Breaks down barriers as well, doesn't it? You know, takes down assumptions of what you thought the person was like, and you're completely wrong once you start speaking to him. But yeah. Yeah, it's a good little day today. Wiccan, Wiccan, man. I don't know. But yeah, just thought I'd share that with you. Yeah. Peace.